It's a tradition that stretches back to 1934, and today we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit as we kick off the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration with a first of 3 on this Thanksgiving Day, and it is a classic. The Packers and the Lions on EA Sports. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Ready, set! Come on, set, go.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. Love, they go play action now. And that one too wide and incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Here's second and 10.
Set.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Value 3, value 3. 12.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Hits through and now an opening. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that. You're going to control an inside running game.
And he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film.
Let me see that one more time.
Show that again, coach. Look how my legs kept turning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
We go tonight. Hey, tonight.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
180.
Back to throw. Goff. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
180.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
180. What's that?
Goff now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
He'll try and do this himself. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, they're all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the double.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That stop made by Jack Campbell. You talk about this Lions defense. Now they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially
to the right side and intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
What? 180. What's up?
After the interception, here's Goff. Finds Gibbs on the check down. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
We go tonight. Black 20. What's up?
Goff now looks to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
White 20.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
Tonight. White 20. Turbo.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Lions are able to widen their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go.
Here's Love. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Come on, set. 30.
Love looking to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now Love. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this 2nd quarter. They're moving it pretty good. And that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Love now. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Same target. It's Jacobs again. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Ready. Ready.
Jacobs will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. McManus's point after is good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll get that complete to the rookie from Arkansas. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaac TeSlaa. Good touchdown #8 on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Here we go.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Down. Check, cut.
Throwing. Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ready, set.
To throw now. Here's Love. He'll get this complete to Matthew Golden. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
45. White.
Working out of the gun. Love. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Let's go. Set.
Here's Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
Here's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 2 yards to go, second down. The CD here, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably... Touchdown, Detroit! Jamison Williams, 45 yards. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go, set.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Hurry up, get the ball, get the ball. Striker, 3-3. Set, Hunt.
On play action. Love to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Reed. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the third down. Here's third down and 4. And now Love going to change things up. Out of the gun now on third down. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Come on, set. Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Ready up.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Set.
Final play of the half, Love. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Down. Set.
A final shot before break. Love. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
That's a tremendous start to the third quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around. And now nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 2nd and 10.
What's up?
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Call. That is caught. He's across midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A big gain of 31 on third down.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
180.
Gibbs on the toss left. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Okay.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Ready. Ready.
Off the play fake, Love. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That sack courtesy of Jack Campbell. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
Here we go, set. 50, green. Hut, hut.
Love to throw for it on fourth. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick six.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person who just ended up in the end zone with the football, he was the one that answered the bell.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42.
Drill, 52. Set.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now 2nd and 5.
Set. 22 needle. Red 38. Set.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Down. 33. Yep. Hut.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Watch out now. 52. Black 40. Ready.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Back to throw, Goff. To the left side, he finds Toslaw. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
Set. White 20. Turbo set.
A give, right side for Gibbs. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Got. What's that?
Goff. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat. So
there's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up, and he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Jack Campbell with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
180!
Gibbs straight ahead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's Lucas Van Ness there to drop him behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Super one. What's that?
To throw is gone. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
What's that?
Here's gone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Let's go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Striker, 3-3.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 2nd down and 4.
Ready?
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Slide, 97.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Play action. It's Goff. He's got right on the short throw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Hand off now to Gibbs. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 121 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here's Goff. And this one too low.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Merlin. What's that?
Goff now looks to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Goff now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Sam Laporta. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Love. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Love, he's going to change the play here.
Ready.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Love. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
Let's go now.
Again, it's Love. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And he's got this down to the 35.
17. Striker. 3-3. Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Watch out now.
Now they'll change things up. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Ready?
Love looking to throw it. Got his man, Dell. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Come on.
Jacobs again. And this time he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Packers.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now down to 20. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. Here comes the Lions punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. Operating from the 27 now. Here can in 3. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. Room here to run. 133 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Throwing now, Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jameson Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are going to be moving on to 12-0 as they extend their lead further. Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They've stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Love now. Over the middle, he's got Golden. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Throwing. Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's Brian Branch with it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
What's that?
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Goff going to throw it. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Detroit, the streak